Hello, my name is Megan O'Russell.
And my name is Christopher Russell, and welcome back to Page by Page, writing the book in real time. And we're here to bring you Chapter 21, and holy shit, it's a doozy. What?
Really?
It is.
It gets a holy shit?
It does get a holy
It gets
shit.
A whole
it
holy
gets a
shit?
whole holy shit, not a half a holy shit, nor a quarter a holy shit, a whole holy shit.
You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
You
One
did.
full holy shit.
It's, because when we were reading it aloud, I got to a portion of it that I went, oh, I misread that. That is very different. And I have some thoughts too about the silty taste, which is really bad out of context.
What part did you...
I can't say it right now.
Okay, did you write it down though?
No, I didn't. You talk for a second.
Oh, okay, well that's okay. I have news. So, drum roll please.
Ow.
I am officially going back to Dragon Con in 2026. And
yes.
Chris will be with me, of course, as my emotional support human / business person. So yeah, I'm going to be at Dragon Con. I am going to spend this week emailing the heads of the Dragon Con tracks so I can get in touch with them, let them know what parts of their areas of interest I feel like I could be helpful in for panels, reach out to them. So yeah, I'm really excited. And if you are a Comic-Con person and you've never been to Dragon Con before, then look it up. It's in Atlanta, Georgia. It is the very, very beginning of September. So yeah, check it out. It's a great event, and I am excited to go back.
Stoked. I was so happy when you got your letter.
I got my letter to Dragon Con.
You did get your letter to Dragon Con. It's very exciting.
I'm going to get in the car and go to the magical place.
You are. For those of you joining us from across the pond, we apologize. We're not trying to be insensitive.
Okay.
Dragon Con is awesome. Can you explain what a track is?
Sure. So first of all, we're a little slap happy because my mother has been in town. So we have done like packing fun in between work. So brain go bye-bye.
Yeah, we were at Epic Universe a few days ago.
In advance.
Disney before that. Universal tonight. Yeah.
Off the rails, my brain is. But we've been having fun. So like all good things, but brain go bye-bye.
Yes, so track. What are tracks in Dragon Con?
Ooh, tracks in Dragon Con. Like I said, I'm doing well. So Dragon Con is... It has all kinds of different mini cons within it. So like there's a writer's track that has like all like the things about publishing and writing. So there's a track of that. And then I was in some panels on the dystopian track. So I was in one that was like creating a dystopian world and one that was about Fallout fandom. I was in a couple with like the urban fantasy too. I was on like a fan panel for that. And then I
Spirits, I think, fit in that track, right?
Yeah. And then I did like some fantasy literature panels too. So when you go to Dragon Con, you basically like get to look at what tracks in the con you like, and then look at what events and things are going on in that. As someone who participates in the con, you ahead of time, or as someone who like is, I'm considered an attending pro. So I
An attending pro? An
attending pro.
Oh, hair flip.
But so I get in contact with the track directors where I think that I could be helpful to them as a panelist or guest or in some event form with them, so that they can see like, oh, here is this puzzle piece that I can use. So that is what I'm going to be doing.
And you also were, so this was kind of a surprise, and I don't think it should have been, but we both somehow missed it, but you moderated a panel on editing.
Yeah.
This year, and it was great. And this is not in any way throwing shade at any moderators, but I really enjoyed the way that because I feel like oftentimes with moderators, and I've never moderated, so I can't even imagine how difficult it is. I would love to try because I think it's something I'd be good at. But when they're moderating, they do like, okay, here's my line of questions, 1, 2, 3. Here's my other line of questions, 1, 2, 3, going down the panel. And you did, okay, here's a line of questions. Interesting. So you brought this up. I want to talk to you, one panelist, about this. And then I want to talk to you, other panelist, about, you were talking about doing this in your editing process. That's very interesting. Explain. And so you built upon the foundations that people provided you, which I thought was really cool.
Well, I guess my thing is, as a panelist, it's really cool that like they ask a question and you get to sit there being like, ooh, I have something really, really smart to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's fun. But when you are watching a panel and everyone answers the same exact thing,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily get as much information because a lot of their answers are probably going to be pretty fucking similar.
Sure. Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you
makes sense.
can tweak the question even a little bit, like, oh, they mentioned one of the things in the editing thing was we were talking about, in the editing panels, we were talking about developmental edits versus line edits.
Right.
And so someone was like, they mentioned both of those. But they didn't really say what the difference was.
Right.
So rather than let the next person just be like, well, the kinds of edits I offer, okay, well, do you offer both? Great. What's the difference between them? How do they contrast?
Yeah.
To make sure that you're building information so that you're not getting the same thing over and over. You're learning the holes in what someone else said, filling in the gaps. And making sure that you're getting more piece of information too.
I feel like you approach it like a teacher. And I think that that's the difference, is because you've taught before.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
Isn't that right?
I don't know. I don't think it's wrong. I personally got a lot out of that panel that I didn't feel like I was getting out of other panels.
But did a good job.
So no, I think you did.
Well, actually, from that panel is how I ended up on the
future Writers of the Future.
Writers of the Future podcast. That is how I met John Goodwin. So I guess I couldn't have been that shitty at it now, could I?
I don't think you were shitty at it at all. So yeah, Dragon Con. And then we've got an event coming up here in a little less than 2 weeks at Oviedo. And then the first big-ish event of the season is going to be Central Florida Comic Con, right?
Yep, in the middle of January.
Yeah. So look forward to that.
It's holidays, y'all. And
it is, yeah.
I normally do a lot of Christmas markets, but I still can't drive myself anywhere or really lift things. And sometimes I end up back in the wheelchair. So, kind of missing that season, which really sucks. But if you are in Orlando and we're hoping to find me at a Christmas market, you can go to my store, meganorussell.com. So it's MEGANORUSSELL.com. And that is where you can order like signed book bundles. They come in like a nice little gift ready box or like signed copies or anything like that. I'm sorry that you can't just find me at a market like you normally would be able to.
It's been
but
tough.
It's, and I can't drive a car yet.
You know, speaking of signed copies.
Oh, and that's not just for Orlando people. We do ship nationally. So if you are Christmas shopping, you can purchase direct from me.
Not internationally,
and get lovely signed copies.
Yeah. Maybe eventually we'll ship internationally, but not yet. If you are listening to this from afar, you can always get Megan's work wherever you get your books overseas.
And if you are desperate for a signed copy, contact me. And though I cannot ship a book, I can ship a signed book plate.
Yeah, that's true.
That is possible. But
I was going to bring up the fact, this is kind of interesting in publishing, that BookFunnel, who we use a lot, and if you are an indie author, get to know them because they are going to be a very, 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 very powerful tool in building your author career.
Can we cheers?
Oh, yes, we can. Cheers. Cheers. We are having Guinness because we're boring. It's fine. I love Guinness.
We're not boring. We've had an eventful week, and you know what? Sometimes you need a Guinness because, it's really healthy.
Okay, so what Megan is alluding to is the fact that Guinness is apparently, and I do think this is true, is more hydrating than coffee. Beer does actually have certain electrolytes that regular water does not have. Now that I am not saying, hey kids, you should drink beer to hydrate. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you could. No, not the kids. No.
Hey
what did
kids,
I just
you want to have fun with Aunt Megan?
No. What did I say in the show tonight? No, don't drink beer for breakfast. Have a mimosa. It's half juice.
Okay, but I interrupted you and you were saying something.
Yes, I was saying that BookFunnel, they're actually bringing the ability to sign ebooks.
I know.
Which is so cool. So be looking for that in the future. We will be offering those.
Especially I want to be able to do that for Kickstarter people.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So that everyone who backs a Kickstarter, when they get their ebook, they can have a little note in their ebook.
Because I don't know what it's going to, because you, as an author, this is more for the authors than the readers, but you do pay kind of a subscription for BookFunnel depending on what you want. I don't know what that's going to add. So it might not be something that it's like, that's really worth putting on our website, but it could be worth Kickstarter.
Yeah, it could be worth doing it like as a run for Kickstarter and then be like, like, hey, this is currently available to my newsletter people, and then they can get it then.
Also, to our Kickstarter backers, thank you again so much. We did get all of the information sent off to our cover artist.
So then all we have to do is get the full wrap. Okay, so what happens is we're doing a lot of publishing this
We
time.
are doing a lot of publishing.
We're on a loopity-loo of fun run. Okay, so what happens is you get your print, you get the final piece of art, Anyway, you get art, everything's ready, you get your final page count because you have to know the exact number of pages, the exact trim size, and what color paper you would like inside your book. We're doing cream. I just prefer it.
I do too. White's garish and
It
reflects the
kind of
light.
hurts my eyes a little. Anyway, so then I have to send all that information to the cover artist because then that lovely wrap that goes around the paperback, they have to like fit it all fancy, and then I
Dust
get that
jacket,
back.
is that what it's called?
Then no, I'm talking about the paperback. And then they have to do the wrap and the interior. So all of like the art done. The page count done. Then all we have to do, we get art, we upload interior file, art, click, send proof. See proof, go, order more books.
Why the X-Files theme? It's fine. Keep going. Keep going.
That was X-Files,
That
not
was
Beauty and the
X-Files.
Beast.
It is. Yeah, that's definitely.
I'm pretty sure that's a Beauty and the Beast.
That's okay. All right, please continue.
And then we get to send everything to the Kickstarter. Okay, can we get to the chapter? Because this
Yes,
isn't
please.
going well.
But before we get to the chapter, you know what it's time for.
Previously on Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf. Ella Day went to field day, and it was a bad day. After making an incredibly accurate time on the climbing wall, her rope snapped. But Ella's life was saved by Caleb, who unfortunately showed a little bit too much of his face side in saving her. Yeah, that's really all we need.
Thank you.
Continue.
Thank you. Get away from my microphone. Okay. So
Your microphone?
It is.
Okay,
It's
it is
my
actually your microphone.
All right. So
I don't want to own a microphone.
Yeah.
I break things. Like, can we just not give me something like that?
You do break things. That's very true. Okay. So the microphone has been moved.
On my in my defense.
In your honor.
In the on defense of me, I do have a brain injury that makes my hands numb and proprioception bad. So
That's very true. Are we ready?
I get a little freaking for breaking everything.
Diary of a Blood-Marked Werewolf.
We're doing really well.
By Megan O. Russell. Chapter 21. Misdirection. While the official declaration of Clara's death as a homicide offered too little interest to compete with Field Day, the combination of Field Day's cancellation and my whoopsie, my current coping mechanism of denial in the face of the staring human mob wouldn't allow me to even think the words attempted murder, sparkled with enough excitement to turn my walk through the parking lot on the way to get fucking food from Andre's parents' tailgate into a sideshow the local fucks found too intriguing to resist offering fucking commentary as I passed. How is she walking right now? Why isn't she with the police? Where is that poor girl's mother? Shh, she's dead. Shit. Oh, shit. How did you not know that? Shit. I don't know why I decided to make that kid just a weird nerd all of a sudden.
You know what? It's okay.
All right.
A personality is a personality.
How did you not know that? Shit. Paige touched my hand, the one not already claimed by Caleb. I tensed, waiting for a vision to crash into my brain because life is fucked like that. No vision came. Just extra pain as my tensing made Caleb tense, pushing his grip on my hand toward bone bruising. But what did a fucked hand matter when my most definitely broken ribs zapped lightning into my throat every time I fucking breathed? Is it safe for her to be out here? What if she did it to herself? I saw the rope, no one touched it. That's not possible. I watched it happen. On the forest side of the parking lot, Andre's parents' oasis, the Davis Oasis, came into view behind a gauntlet of gawkers. Not true. Fuck off. Very true. Paige switched Ella anchor tactics, holding both my elbow and my hand as we neared the gauntlet. Why is she here? Why isn't the school a crime scene? I've always said, a man approached, shaking his bald head and barbecue tongs at me, that poor Miranda girl's killer was a local predator. Hope you had fun sitting on your ass until another girl got hurt. Violet blocked the man's path. If you don't want to become an outlet for my rage, back the fuck up. Whether a display of the efficacy of Violet's reputation or merely the common sense most have when faced with an angry werewolf, Tongman backed away. Slowly, so fucking slowly, Violet turned her head, looking toward the fucks between me and the promise of food. The gauntlet split, parting into a silent path lined with ravenous gazes that somehow felt worse than the Greek chorus's chatter. At the end of our journey, Sydney and Andre flanked a cluster of parental concern. Andre's parents clung to each other. Paige's dad's lips had disappeared into his worried frown. Sydney's mom bounced on her toes, glancing around the parking lot, looking ready to toss us all into a van and get the hell out. Sydney pointed me to a chair in the sunny portion of the Davis Oasis, an impressive setup consisting of 2 sitting areas, one in the fall sun, the other under a canopy tent in the grass between the cars and the forest, with a second canopy tent right beside it covering a massive table loaded with enough food to feed a small werewolf pack. Let's start with drinks. Whoa now, Mr. Paxman laughed. Not on school grounds. Dad... Paige gave him an "are you fucking kidding me" glare as she steered me past the parentals, placing me in my assigned seat. Sydney's and Andre's mothers shared a 3-beat glance. I think Sydney's mom got the shit end of whatever the fuck their silent communication had been. Ella, hun, her mouth tightened as she crept closer. There's an urgent care center right across the river in Sagebrook that takes appointments. I checked and they have a few open slots this afternoon. That's really kind of you, Sydney's mom, Mrs. Dupuis, but I'm fine. Or fine enough to make human medical intervention really fucking inconvenient, so please back down, and thank you, though. Hun, Mrs. Dupuis worried her lips, you had a really bad fall. From the top of the climbing wall. Jason's voice came from behind me. My spine had solidified into a stone column of ache that wouldn't let me turn my head to see if he looked as bad as the rasp in his voice sounded. 30 feet. Good Lord. Mr. Paxman's cheeks wobbled as he shook his head. Caleb caught her, Dad. Paige patted her father's arm. She never hit the ground. That's a miracle. Oh, damn it, I did it again. That's not Mr. Paxman, that's Mrs. Dupuis. That's a miracle. Tears in her eyes. Shut up. Mrs. Dupuis hugged the stone form of Caleb, not seeming to notice he didn't acknowledge her touch or loosen his grip on me. She pulled back to look at him. 30 feet? And dove straight in for another hug. That's quite a catch, son. Mr. Paxman kept shaking his head, cheeks still wobbling, the wonder in his wide eyes comedic enough to let reason creep through lingering shock, sparking soul-clenching fear. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuckity shits, Ella. Shitty McFuckity fucks, Ella. We'll get Ella started with some pastries, yeah? Paige flicked a little shoe at the parents, herding them 5 feet away, but 5 feet didn't fucking matter. I need a second with Caleb. I sprang to my feet, aiming for a casual tone, but judging by the stillness and stares of the Davis Oasis party, I probably fucking screamed it, but how the fuck was I supposed to know I'd been distracted by the pain blurring the edges of my vision? Great, let's get you over here. Violet removed my arm from Paige's grasp, a painful maneuver that earned a growled, Violet, from Paige and a whimper from me. Violet steered me toward the edge of the trees, Caleb coming along out of sheer necessity, since his non-crushing yet iron-like hold on my other arm showed no sign of faltering. Violet, stop. Jason, fuck Jason, could you for once in your life just fucking not, darted in front of our Etherean trio, blocking our path. Are you fucking serious? Violet asked. Right? Where are you going? Jason said. Away from you, Violet said. Ella wants to talk to Caleb. Let's get it done so she can sit and eat. I appreciated her logic. Jason glanced to me, back to Violet, back to me, and back to Violet. Let's keep her near the group. A laugh, not manic, but born of true humor, trembled in my chest. Violet squeezed my arm, leaving her fucking signature fingerprint fucking bruises. I have a 100% success rate of not letting Ella almost die. How's your average, Archer? Fuck. Jason paled and froze, a statue of gutted bereavement. Fear I'd been stomping down since before I'd almost fucking died gnawed at the back of my brain, but I had to take care of Caleb first. A reality that sharpened the banished vision's fangs as Violet led me around Jason into the edge of the forest, scanning the shadows before depositing Caleb and me between two trees with trunks wide enough to block at least some of the Gawker's view. Eyes north, Violet ordered Caleb, then stationed herself 6 feet away, splitting the distance between us and the nearest humans, leaving her way too fucking close for me to bother hoping she wouldn't hear us. Fuck. Ella. Caleb let go of my elbow, gripping my hip instead, ready to catch me. Take what you got, Ella. Fuck. I wrapped my arms around Caleb's neck, hugging him tight, gasping as the pain in my side spiked. Careful. I need you to walk away. I spoke close to Caleb's ear, my face on the forest side of our embrace, hiding my lips from the hordes. Why? Caleb let go of my hand, freeing one arm, ready to fight. Calm, Caleb. Wow, Ella. People are linking me to Clara, and that spotlight is going to stick. Elle, ease out of the picture before you get locked into the narrative. Of someone trying to kill you? We don't know that's what— Yes, we do. Caleb leaned back, trying to look at me, but I clung tighter, burying my face in his neck. Climbing ropes don't just snap. A fact that really fucking sucks and can be dealt with after we keep your miracle catch from spiraling into a shitstorm that gets you burned out of town. If someone wants to hurt you, they don't get to blow up your life as a bonus prize. Your survival is my problem. The Sybil privilege, I say step back, you do it. Silence. We made a deal, Caleb. That's not fair. Hate yourself later, Ella. Fuck fair. You're going to walk away and do whatever the fuck you would normally be doing until the end of school. Then you're going to find me a fucking burner phone and stash it under the left-hand side of the first step of Kate's front porch. If I'd been 10 feet farther back— Stop. Anger sharpened the word. You're a fuck, Ella. Please, Caleb, I need you to trust me. His fingers dug into my hip. Please. Okay, he whispered. Thank you. I'm sorry. I needed to let go, toss myself to the 5 other friends waiting to care for my traumatized ass, but all I wanted was to give in to exhaustion and curl up in his arms and cry and sleep and pretend this was the kind of thing I could actually be protected from. I brushed my lips against his cheek as I pushed myself away from his chest. Thanks, Caleb. I spoke loudly enough for humans to eavesdrop, giving his hand a friendly squeeze. You're the best. Panic, like white-hot barbed wire, wrapped around my lungs as I turned away from the illusion of safety to journey the 12 feet back to the care of the humans. And Violet. Angry, amazing Violet who looped her arm through mine, locking me beside her, scanning the tailgating swarm with wrinkle-nosed disdain. I don't have my Jeep, but we can make a run for it. I'm pretty sure at least 2 of my ribs are broken, I whispered. Running's a no-go for me. Piggyback ride? Violet raised an eyebrow at me. I couldn't tell if it was a joke or a dare. My throat pinched too tight to thank her for either. Got your carbs! Paige held out a plate of cookies, mini fruit tarts, and some kind of poofy
Proof of pastry? Are you my
proof of pastry?
Honey, you're my proof of pastry.
Thank you.
Are not doing well. Okay.
We're not doing well. That's an actual song. It's I'm Not Doing Well, and it's by Karuk, and it's beautiful. If you're not in a good place, don't listen to Karuk's music. But if you are, it's really beautiful, just depressing. Got you carbs! Paige held out a plate of cookies, mini fruit tarts, and some kind of poofy pastry I'd never before encountered, waving me to a new assigned seat, this one tucked beside the table of food where it would be harder for the swarm to stare. Thanks. My voice fucking cracked. And you've got your pick of electrolytes. Sydney held out 4 brightly colored bottles. Blue, thanks. My voice only wobbled with that one. Violet walked me to my chair, sat me down, and took up position behind my shoulder, protecting me from I didn't fucking know what. Now what? Who? What don't kidnap? What don't snap climbing ropes? What don't fuck up lives? I sipped my blue-flavored drink. If pure carbs isn't what you need, we also have yummy sandwiches. Paige lowered the plate to my eye level, giving it an encouraging wiggle. Carbs cure everything, except broken ribs and attempted murder. Attempted fucking murder. Still incapable of processing that thought, I punted it aside and chose a snickerdoodle from Paige's plate. Shit, Mr. Paxman said from his post beside Jason at the parking lot edge of the Davis Oasis. Already? Mrs. Dupuis set her red cup on the table, her smile getting both too bright and too sharp as she strode to join the Jason-Mr. Paxman barricade. I scooted forward in my seat, peering between humans, trying to spot the threat, ready to spring to my feet, ditch my awkwardly delicious snickerdoodle, and take Violet up on her piggyback offer, but Violet touched my shoulder, keeping me in place. Before we move on, what makes a snickerdoodle awkwardly delicious?
Buttery goodness. And you're like, why do I feel so good about this cookie when someone's trying to kill me?
I see. Okay.
Like, I'm so happy in my mouth, but so sad in my soul.
Thank you. That helps. I scooted forward in my seat, peering between humans, trying to spot the threat, ready to spring to my feet, ditch my awkwardly delicious snickerdoodle, and take Violet up on her piggyback offer. But Violet touched my shoulder, keeping me in place. Mrs. Smeaton, Mrs. Dupuis said in a far cheerier greeting than I'd gotten. I glanced up at Violet, who rolled her eyes with a pinch-lipped grimace. Helpful, Vivi. So, we're all friends here. I'm going to let you all know what just happened. So, when we were doing Read Aloud, we got to this character, and Megan goes, no, you have to do the voice you did for her before. So, it's going to sound like I'm doing Mrs. Kowalski. This is not Mrs. Kowalski. Just understand. Okay. But we actually took the time while recording to go back and listen to the voice. All right, here we go.
Oh, there can be more than one heavily accented person in a town.
Sure, with the same exact accent. I glanced up at Violet, who rolled her eyes with a pinch-lipped grimace. Helpful, Vivi. How's our girl? I hate her so much. The semi-familiar voice of Mrs. Smeaton spoke from beyond the human barricade. Oh, Sydney, Mrs. Dupuis said. She's great. No, our little... Mrs. Smeaton, Sydney slid between her mom and Mr. Paxman. I'm so glad you're here. I spotted an error on the Widow's Run ceremony schedule. That is unacceptable, Mrs. Smeaton said. Completely. Let's go look at it on my computer. Sydney moved toward Mrs. Smeaton as though ready to snag the woman's arm, but Smeaton swept past Sydney, slipping through the gap between Mr. Paxman and Mrs. Dupuis. Sal, Mr. Davis cut Mrs. Sal Smeaton. Mr. Davis cut Mrs. Sal Smeaton off, going in for a handshake, which she dodged like whatever kind of football player does that shit, her eyes locking on me. Fuck. The word echoed through my head. Did you like my echo? Mm-hmm. As I finally placed Mrs. Smeaton. Mrs. Sal Asshat Bobby's mom, Smeaton. Oh, Ella, you poor lamb. Mother Asshat spread her arms, coming at me like an eldritch beast of forced affection. Fuck. The blue drink in my stomach turned to lava. Mrs. Smeaton! Paige appeared right in front of me, her ass a foot from my face. Is there something you need? Not me, Paige. Mrs. Smeaton tried to sidestep Paige, but hadn't accounted for Violet, who planted herself nose to fucking nose with Mother Asshat. Shouldn't you be at the emergency room with your son? Violet said with a fucking grin coloring her voice. I'll be calling your mother later, young lady, said Mother Asshat. But right now it's my duty to take care of a poor little girl who has it. Damn it. I messed it up. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go back. I just hear Justin right now going, that's not how Midwesterners talk. I'll be calling your mother later, young lady, said Mother Asshat. But right now it's my duty to take care of a poor little girl who hasn't got a mother. Fuck you, Violet said. Thanks, Mother Asshat gasped. If you need to fill your drama quota for the day, ask Bobby about the broken window screen at Layla's birthday party, Violet said. It's juicy enough to ruin cereal. Ew. Why? Mother Asshat, like a fuck, sounded fucking intrigued. Layla forgot to open the screen before trying to push Bobby out. Violet leaned toward Mother Asshat, forcing her back a step, then another. You know the best part? No. The fucker's interest locked in, ranking gossip above fear or parental concern as Violet whispered in her ear. Do you want me to tell you? Violet's voice dropped to a stage whisper. Don't let the best part be evisceration. Don't let the best part be evisceration. The cookie disappeared from my hand as someone gripped my elbow, hoisting me to my feet. The two quick movements sparked white spots in my eyes, blocking out my kidnapper and or helper's face as pain stabbed into my ribs and zinged down my leg. My knee wobbled, threatening to give, but another pair of hands steadied me. That didn't stop the spinning. Shit. The too fast spinning. Shit. The bright white spots blurred, darkening, becoming a storm of wreckage determined to consume me, to carry me to their doom. Debris became weapons, arrows, swords, daggers, wire that longed to coil around my throat, talons dragged across my scalp. I opened my mouth to scream. Didn't mean to. Couldn't stop it. Couldn't stop the deadly darkness from flowing down my throat. Fuck. Filling my lungs. Fuck. Breathe, Ella. Can't breathe. Can't cough. Can't move. Breathe, Ella. Can't. A dim red light joined the storm, taunting me, promising salvation. If only I could reach the light. I couldn't move, couldn't follow, couldn't breathe. Breathe or die, Ella. White hot fire seared my lungs. Breathe or die. Breathe or die. Cold filled my mouth, blocked my throat, choking me. Cold that had texture and taste, silty taste. Breathe or die. I gagged on the gritty cold, trying to heave it out. It worked. The tainted offal flew from my mouth. A scream cut through the pressing silence. Sunlight cracked through the vision. Fragments of darkness fell away piece by piece, revealing reality as Paige shouted, Ella! Someone else laughed. Not laughed, cackled. I blinked in the light, the real light. The real now, trying to fix my eyes on anything solid and still, something to make the parking lot stop fucking spinning. A brown splash on a background of cream. A mighty hurl's worth of mud-brown vomit on Mother Asshat's cream-colored sweater. My brain teetered between fuck and as Andre and Sydney loaded me into the front passenger seat of Jason's waiting car, closing the door behind me, flinging open the rear door for Paige to dive in, slamming it shut as Mother Asshat's scream grew to an ear-piercing shriek. Drive! Paige slapped at the back of Jason's seat. He'd already started forward, going as fast as a parking lot of meandering gossip zombies allowed. Buckle up! My hand trembled as I tried to put my seatbelt into the fucking clicker part. Everything had almost stopped spinning, but the fucking taste in my mouth and sting in my throat and the fucking red light I couldn't fucking reach kept flicking productive thought away. Paige took my seatbelt from me, fastening me in like a fucking toddler. Are you okay? Being the fucking school spectacle? You just projectile vomited, Paige said. What? Jason braked, looking toward me, giving the pack of sophomore girls beside my window a great photo op. I'm fine. I slapped at Jason's arm the same way Paige had his seat, just urging him on, not even touching bare skin. But it was enough to make my exhausted, fucked-up brain falter, twisting the worry on now Jason's face into tearful relief as he wrapped his arms around me, tucking me against his chest, holding me close, sheltering me. His lips brushed my hair as he whispered, If you hadn't been here tonight. Don't, Ella. It wasn't the weight of the soul-saving relief in his voice that made the shadows around us pulse. It was my fear. The kind of fear that can't be afforded when trying to play human. The fucking fear that had been forcing me to pummel the vision into the too dangerous to think about it now cage since Jason had helped me with the fucking cut on my hand. The same cut barely visible in the pale silver light. Jagged edges, glued together, still fresh, still today. Fuck, breathe. Don't panic. Fuck, breathe, just breathe. I dragged myself toward the rumble of Jason's and Paige's voices, clawing my way back to reality where lots of lying and no fucking rest awaited. Jason drove straight to the house, not saying much, letting Paige take point on both questioning and comforting the Ella, until we parked in front of Kate's. He said something then. I knew I should listen, but sound had lost meaning. The only thing my mangled mind could grasp was the sprig of mountain laurel waiting on the porch. First step, left side. And that ends chapter 21. Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah. Yikes. Like there's so much happening here.
Okay, scooch the mic back.
I'm sorry. You're right. Scooch the mic back. Okay. All right. So give us your thoughts, author.
I always kind of love getting past the first third of every book.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, like I have...
As an author?
Yeah, it's like I have laid all of my groundwork. And now I get like to play with everything that I've set in motion.
Yeah. And
like I'm still setting other things in motion, but I have enough like rolling things now to be like, so yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was about the writing process, but how do you feel about the chapter? Are you excited? Is there stuff for us to find out next week? Are we going to get to see the results of this vision?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
There are some things in this chapter that have been in play since early book 1.
Okay.
There are also some new things in this chapter.
Okay.
There are some things in this chapter that will not play out until the next book.
Oh God.
So,
man, so this is the point. Like this is the well, what is it called? It's like the point that everything revolves around. Is this moment?
Not this moment.
Yeah.
There is a moment.
Yeah.
That is a tipping point.
Okay.
It is not this moment.
Sure, but it feels pretty tippy. Oof, especially those visions. Am I right? Poor
No,
Ella.
those were spinny.
No, I'm sorry, spinny, not tippy. But spinny caused tippy.
Not tippy, not swoopy.
Spinny caused tippy.
Spinny.
Okay. Whoa, now, not on school grounds. Talking about let's start with drinks and Mr. Paxman dad jokes. Just.
But that's the thing, is that Mr. Paxman is a barbecue tongs kind of dad. Like,
yeah,
he's gonna go out and do his grilling and talk about how to get those straight lines with that lawn care. Like, he's...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's like that kind of dad. Like...
So what you want to do is make sure that you're always overlapping where you just mowed. So you're going to make a nice tight angle, and then you're going to swing it around and mow so that the blades are crossing over just by about like an inch or two. And that's going to make sure that, no... Did you ever mow? You never mowed, did you?
I'm really allergic to fresh cut grass.
Oh, yeah, so you never mowed.
I have never mowed a lawn. I mean, I'm also a disaster, so would you want me to?
No, you really wouldn't.
But yeah, that's why he's like... When she's like, let's get you started with drinks. Not on school grounds. Like, that is who he is.
Yeah. That's really kind of you, Sydney's mom, Mrs. Dupuis, but I'm fine. So why did you put that in?
So the Sydney's mom part is written as an Ella thought, and it's there for 2 reasons. One, because I do that.
Yeah, you yourself, yes.
Yes, I have people have in-head names and out-of-mouth names. And sometimes in-head names become out-of-mouth names, and that goes badly.
Yeah.
But so in Ella's head, it's Sydney's mom, but she knows that Sydney's mom is Mrs. Dupuis.
Yes.
So she's translating for herself, but as an author, it's also useful to me because we haven't, like... No one probably knows. Like, yes, it's been mentioned that Sydney is Sydney Dupuis, but like it's not like Paige Paxman where we know that, where it's like it has been reasserted so many times where we know that.
Yes.
So there needed to be a we know the Davis party, like we know the Davises.
Yes.
Are Andre's parents.
Yes.
We know the Paxmans go with Paige. So it's like, okay, Sydney's mom is the Dupuis.
Yes. Oh man, Dupuis. Is that a French name? Sounds like a French name.
Yeah.
I should have absolutely made her French. No, I'm kidding.
No.
But of course, it would be quite easy. We could no. All right. This next one, you wanted me to keep this in.
Yeah. This is for okay. So sometimes because Ella doesn't just stick to the standard swears.
No.
She like me likes to add extra syllables or like mash them up.
Also, if anybody's keeping count, and you can tell me if I need to cut this, I believe that there's something like 360 fucks already in the book. I think I checked that.
We're gonna hit 1,000. I kid. Maybe. I don't know. I don't mean to do it. It's just where they belong.
I know. I don't. The thing is I don't disagree. When we first started on this journey, I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of fucks, babe. And then the more that we've gone on, I'm like, no, there actually needs to be a fuck here, and you didn't write it in. Like it needs to be. And it's just like, it's because the language of the book.
Well, it's the language of the book, and it's the language of Ella's life, is that she lives in this constant state of fuckery, and this constant, like, her baseline is emergency. Like her baseline is fuck. Yeah. Like that is where she lives.
Yes.
Okay, so this is when Ella's like coming more out of shock and is realizing like, oh, people are already starting to like cling to Caleb doing this really spectacular catch, and this is a problem.
Yep.
So all in her head thoughts. What it came out as was, oh fuck, oh shit, oh fuckity shits, Ella. Shitty McFuckerty fucks, Ella. So that was what Chris helped me consolidate it into. The other options for the last line, well, I'll give you the last two lines, would have been, oh fuckity shits, Ella. Oh shittity fucker McFucks, Ella. Or, oh fuckity shits, Ella. Shitty McFuckerty. Wait.
Shitty McFuckerty fuckity fuck.
oh fuckity shits, Ella. Shitty McFuckerty fuckity. Fuck. Ella. So that's the thing, is that we will spend time in read aloud edits being like shitty McFuckerty. And he didn't like shittity.
No.
Which I like shittity because it's like shaboopy, shittity, shittity is a shit.
Did you? You kept saying "oh" here. By the way, did you want an "oh" here?
No, it's because there were still other lines, and I was getting confused. So I just want you to know that I spend a lot of time, and he helps me a lot with my McFuckerty fucks. So just
Yeah, I have a 100% success rate of not letting Ella almost die. How's your average, Archer? I said fucking rude.
Is she wrong?
Oh my God.
Is she fucking wrong?
No, she's not. What is it? Twice now?
Well, okay. He took her hiking. She climbed down something and found a dead fucking body.
Yeah.
Not great for safety.
No.
After finding a dead body, he's like, bye, Ella, have a safe drive home. And she gets kidnapped.
Okay, so twice.
Then he's standing in a gym and she falls and almost dies. It's like, geez, Jason, way to be fucking useless here, bud.
He's human.
Yeah, but like, that's what she's saying is like, you're useless, move. But she's not like, it's okay, buddy, I've got her. She's just like, useless fucking move. So he doesn't know why he feels so useless in the face of this, just that he is insufficient to protect girl.
Sure, yeah, poor Jason. Okay, so then we got to, this is her and Caleb going and talking outside of the view of the humans, or at least out of earshot of the humans, kind of. And we see Violet depositing Caleb and me between two trees with trunks wide enough to block at least some of the Gawker's view. So Megan and I went back and forth about this. It was like, so wait, is it Gawker's views since there are multiple Gawkers? And I was like, no, because it's literally about getting rid of that portion of the view of the scene. And Megan eventually just went, I trust you. I don't know if it's because I have a migraine or because I trust you, but we're just going to move on.
But so I can't feel my face, and so I said, my lip is entirely numb.
This is a new game. Migraine or marriage? Migraine or marriage? Is that why Megan is saying whatever?
I mean, I think the funniest thing is when I have a migraine and you're like, babe, what do you want for food? And first of all, I don't go to the grocery store.
No.
Second of all, I'm not allowed to cook. Third of all,
yeah, you set kitchens on fire.
I don't know what groceries do, what things, and then you're like, what do you want for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know. Filet mignon on a pizza on the side. What do we have, bitch?
Filet mignon and a pizza on the side.
Well, I don't know what's in the house. I'm always supposed to know.
Classiest lass.
I'm a classy ass motherfucker.
Violet and
I don't know
Paige,
why we just went into food. I'm not doing well.
Paige and Violet, their love
just added that part.
Their love for Ella is so different and yet so amazing. Because Violet's like, I'll give you a piggyback ride out, and Paige is like, got you carbs. So they both love her so much.
They're both trying to be such good friends. And honestly, they're both right.
Sure. Yeah, they are both right. You are absolutely correct. All right, let's see. Next one. Still incapable of processing that thought. That's the attempted fucking murder. Still incapable of processing that thought. I punted it aside and chose a snickerdoodle from Paige's plate. It's just like, it's such a... the fact that she has done so much therapy that she's like, cookie. Like... deal with emotional trauma.
Can't
do that right now.
Someone's trying to murder me and I can't do shit about it right now, so I'm gonna have a fucking cookie.
Yep. That's therapy, y'all.
It is. Therapy is an amazing thing.
So here's an interesting thing. So this chapter was riddled with Mr. and Mrs.
Because there were a lot of parents.
Without periods. Without a dot after them. In the United States of America, we put a period after Mr. and Mrs. In the UK, they don't always do that. We are not in the UK, but it's very interesting because you grew up reading a lot of English literature, right? So it's just fascinating how that shaped your writing.
I also, so during my like most formative spelling and grammar year, I had an English exchange student who was teaching me things. It took me forever to figure out why people kept telling me I was spelling color wrong.
I was about to say
color. And I was like, no, that is how you spell color. Like, my spelling is shitty, but I know this one, guys. Yeah, so there are some things where I, like, bounce back and forth just because that's, like, I don't know why of all the years... I mean, it was great of her to help me. But yeah, I have some things like that where I fuck them up because I bounce back and forth because I got in the habit of what Anna taught me to do.
Yeah.
And then I was homeschooled and my parents knew that I was doing it the English way because that's what Anna had taught me to do. Mm-hmm. So they didn't correct me because it was technically still right.
Sal Smeaton. Mm-hmm. How dare you with that name? That name is just, I apologize if there is a Sal Smeaton listening to this podcast, but that name combined with who she is so gross.
Well, like, that's what I wanted. I wanted her to have a gross last name, one that you're just like, oh, can you just not right now? I don't want you to be here. And so a little bit of how Megan names people. So a lot of times with characters, once I know their first name, because it makes sense that like your genealogy or nationality, that first and last name would at least sometimes, more likely than not, match up in a relative way. Not always. Sometimes that's not at all true. You'll have like a beautiful like African first name and be like, I don't know, some really boring English last name. But like, so it can happen.
Smith. Jones. Yeah.
Smeaton
Hill.
So I wanted a gross sounding last name, and because she is Bobby's mom, I was like, okay, Bobby, we're gonna go with English. So then I just pulled up a list of last names from Great Britain and I found Smeaton and I was like, oh, it fits. And then I was like, oh, she should have a first name and Sal Smeaton. Like it just like, it makes your mouth hurt. You're just like, I don't want to talk to you because she tastes bad in your mouth. Let's keep going.
So, Mr. Davis cut Mrs. Sal Smeaton off going in for a handshake, which she dodged like whatever kind of football player does that shit. I read that and it went, this is just Megan trying, just being like, I'm not even going to fucking look this up.
No. So what happened was sometimes with things like that where I don't know something, I'll put in brackets like whatever kind of football player does that shit.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep typing because I'm not gonna like
You didn't put it in
stop.
brackets.
No, I did, and then I read it, and I was like, I'll just take the fucking brackets out.
I knew that was brackets. I knew that was bracketed. And I was like, this is just pure. Because I know you so well, I went, this is Megan voice. This
because I was like, dodge like and I was like a quarterback, a kick, not a kicker. I think they
it would either.
Who goes dodgety dodge? And so I just put whatever kind of football player does that shit. It could be a number of people.
It could be a quarterback when they run the ball. It could be a running back, more likely, or a wide receiver after they've caught it. Like
you sound like an adult from Charlie Brown.
I don't.
But then I was reading what I had written in, and I was like, nope, that's actually perfect. Okay, we don't need that.
I love Violet right here with Mrs. Smeaton. Shouldn't you be at the emergency room with your son? Like, oh my God, she's such a bitch.
Well, he's got to be like tripped out on Vicodin right now. Like they had to put his shoulder back in.
And what an asshole she is for being like, oh, what did my son do? Oh, give me the juicy gossip. Speaking of juicy gossip, it's juicy enough to ruin cereal. Megan or Russell, ladies and gentlemen. I wrote, what is that saying? It's brilliant. Megan and I have different interpretations of what juicy enough to ruin cereal means. I'll give you mine first because hers is the correct one since she came up with it. But when I
came up with it is a large. Megan was on migraine medicine and it made a lot of sense. And then it still made sense, so I left it.
So I'm going to give you a second to think about what that means to you, that it's juicy enough to ruin cereal.
But it makes so much sense to me. I couldn't cut it.
Let the listener have a second. Okay. You have it. So here is my interpretation. Have you ever had orange juice with your cereal? It does not taste good. So I was like, oh, sure. Because you don't want to mix juice with cereal because that's gross. Megan, tell them what you actually meant.
I mean that it's so juicy, it's going to make your cereal soggy. Like, it is so ooey and good, your cereal is just going to be,
gross.
I know. It's almost like saying it's moist. It's a moist
That doesn't
story.
bother me. What do you want your cake to be if not moist? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need moist
but
cake.
It's juicy enough to ruin your cereal. Like, it's just that ooze. It is going to ooze on your cereal, and that cereal is not going to be palatable any longer. It made a lot of sense on migraine medicine, and it makes enough sense to me now that I was like, no, it makes sense to Violet. And it makes sense as a whole.
And then I said to Megan after this, I forgot this until now. I said, does Violet eat cereal or does she just eat kibble? And Megan went, and I was like,
kibble.
But it's so funny that you got so offended on her behalf, this fictional character's behalf. They were like, how dare you?
Well, that's really rude to werewolves. Like, as a whole.
If I ever see a werewolf in person, I will apologize before it eats me.
They're probably gonna kill you.
Probably.
They're gonna be like, I don't eat kibble, bitch.
Okay, so if there are any werewolves listening to this, please don't kill me.
Can you imagine if the real paranormal world was like the erotica paranormal world and he didn't kill you for offending him? He like made you his bitch and there was like chains and whips involved. And I can just imagine them being like, who eats net kibble now, bitch? Whoopsh, whoopsh. Eat the kibble. Whoopsh. Like I can see it. Yeah.
So Jason is now driving. He'd already started forward, going as fast as a parking lot of meandering gossip zombies allowed. And I wrote, OMG, the imagery in this chapter is so fucking good. And it really is. It really is. Meandering gossip zombies. I'm like, yeah. Sure, I see exactly what you're saying there. I can absolutely see the scene right there.
Migraine medicine speaks the truth, man. It speaks the truth.
His lips brushed my hair as he whispered, if you hadn't been here tonight. So this is the second vision that we see in the chapter, yes? I have thoughts on the first vision, by the way, which I'll get back to. I didn't write it down, but I'm going to get back to that. His lips brushed my hair as he whispered, if you hadn't been here tonight. And this is happening probably tonight. Probably the night that she's having this vision. This is happening. And she's like, oh, shit. So stoked about that.
So
I'm
getting
not
done
even
with field day isn't really all that fucking helpful to her.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And she didn't even get to finish her cookie.
So the other thing is the silty taste that she had. Mm-hmm. Do we need to be worried about somebody drowning? Yeah, I think we do. Okay, thank you for that. The very last thing we have. So the only thing my mangled mind could grasp was the sprig of mountain laurel waiting on the porch, first step, left side. So we get to the end of the chapter, and Caleb has already secured her a burner phone. And how the fuck did he do that so fast? They drove away. Oh my God. Anyway, so it's just like,
Yep.
the Caleb Jason plot thickens. Okay, that's all I have. Did you have anything else?
Only a yep on that last one.
Oh, man.
I time things if it seems like it's happening really fast. There's a reason I'm still singing because this is all I have in me.
Was it not Caleb? Was it the Watcher? That would be really interesting. I don't think that's what's happening. I think it's Caleb, but still like, ooh, with the Watcher planted
It's the
something.
Watcher.
Anyway, okay. So, thank you for a wonderful chapter. That was really, really fun. And now I'm just really curious. I want to get to the next chapter.
In a misdirection.
Wait, is that why that's named Misdirection? Because you're misdirecting us?
Or is she misdirecting them? Or is someone misdirecting her?
I don't know.
Or did I just misdirect you right now?
Are you gaslighting me? You're gaslighting us. You're gaslighting all of us. That's rude. And authors shouldn't gaslight. Actually, authors should
I am
always gaslight.
gaslighting you like it is Ebenezer Scrooge's Christmas. Turn on the lamps, motherfucker.
I was like, are you saying that the ghosts are gaslighting Scrooge?
Light the lamp, not the lamp, light the lamp, not the lamp.
Oh my gosh.
That's from the only really decent version of that movie.
Oh, those were fighting words, but I agree with you. All right.
I will go on that one.
So do you have anything else?
No.
No? All right. Great.
Just that I hope everyone, okay, I do have something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
So as you take the time to enjoy our videos, which are going to be on YouTube, Facebook, and Substack.
Yes.
So those will be where you'll be able to see the videos. Mm-hmm. We are going to continue expanding video distribution, but we're going to be rolling it out little by little so that we actually get it done.
Yes.
Because if we wait to be able to do all the channels at once, we're never going to get anywhere because overwhelmedness and fatigue go. But while you are catching up on all wonderful things page by page, take a second and actually enjoy the season, y'all. World be crazy. Take a second. Drink a cup of holiday cheer. Watch a movie.
Yeah.
Read a holiday book. Just do something
Go watch the best Christmas movie, Die Hard.
Yeah, just do something so that you give your brain a chance to process that this is December and we're nearing the end of the year. Just for your own sanity. Let your brain process that we are almost at the end of the year. Because I think that, for mental health, that's important. So, watch a holiday film or something.
A film?
Yes. Or have a cookie. Or, a holiday coquito.
I wish I had a coquito.
Yes.
So
we should find a recipe. But anyway, so just take a second for, self-holiday cheer.
Yes.
Because I think we could all use that. And then enjoy the videos of page by page.
So where can they find the audio?
So if you are looking for the audio of the podcast, you can find it on all the major podcast platforms, wherever you like to listen. Just please do make sure that you subscribe, follow, whatever the platform allows you to do so that you get all of our episodes. And please do rate, review, whatever you can.
Subscribe.
Help other people to find the podcast so we can keep growing the page by page family so we can keep bringing this story to you. Yes.
Yeah, is that it?
Then we have the holiday things still available on MeganO'Russell.com. We have the Please Follow the Foogity Boos. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all for bearing with this holiday cheer. edition of the Page by Page Writing the Book in Real Time podcast.
And as always, thank you for reading. Why did you lick my palm?
It was really close to my face.